My name is André Borschberg. I'm the CEO, co-founder, and one of the pilots of Solar Impulse. I studied mechanical engineering at the EPFL about 40 years ago, so that's a long time. So I'm sure the courses has changed a little bit, but I learned a lot about airplanes. I learned a lot about technologies, and I guess I learned to become curious about what we can do. I knew that it's important to have a good understanding about the world, especially from the technological point of view. And I also liked it simply. I mean, I loved tackle technical issues, technical problems. I think I like and I love mathematics as well. So that was part of my normal world. And I guess it's still part of my world today. Today, what I'm proud of is the team that we have built, which has developed, and the contribution of everyone. Because of course, you have two guys at the beginning who wants to tackle a project, but you cannot do it by yourself. You have to bring people in from a large number of backgrounds to be able to cover as many fields as possible. So also people with different experiences, different education, different culture, different way to approach the question, different way of working, and through the diversity, exploring different alternatives, different paths. So at the end, it took me more time to develop the right organization than to develop the technologies. The technological solution followed the development of the team we needed to tackle this project and to tackle the questions we had. And of course, we can now, from the technologies we have, continue to develop them. Very quickly we could take away the pilots. I mean, it's difficult to say when you really like flying, but you can imagine this airplane without pilot flying 6 months in the stratosphere, very high, potentially replacing satellites, but with a much more flexible, sustainable way. You can bring it down, change equipment, bring it up again. Doesn't have to rotate all the time like a satellite, so it can be set in different positions for communication and observation. So there are applications which can be developed short term. Very often we set our own limits. We set the barriers. We define what we believe is possible or not possible. Of course, people will tell you this as well, but we are the first one, in fact, to create this world. And I think just to be conscious about this is a way to push the limits. And if you are conscious that you say, I cannot do this because, maybe it's a way to push it back a little bit and see how you could do it and how you could overcome the barrier that you set yourself. So just be conscious about that, and I'm sure you will enlarge your own territory, because at the end, there's no limits. I mean, we set the limits. If you can push back the limits, there are no limits anymore.